Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's story is full of suspense, heartbreak, and revenge. The kind that creeps in quietly before hitting like a storm. The title? She told me, I need space. So I gave her all the space she could ever want. Let's dive in. It began on a rainy Thursday evening. My girlfriend, Sophie, sat across from me at our small kitchen table, eyes avoiding mine. I could feel the tension in the air, the kind that makes your chest tighten without warning. I think I need some space, she said, her voice almost a whisper. I need to figure things out. On my own. Those words felt like ice. Space. Alone. Distance. The polite version of, I don't want you around anymore. I forced a smile, hiding the storm brewing inside. Of course, I said. Take all the space you need. Little did she know, I wasn't just giving her space. I was setting the stage. Over the next few days, I withdrew completely. No calls, no texts, no surprises. I disappeared from her social media world. I let her drift. Friends noticed I wasn't around. She seemed relieved. Every time she sighed with relief or looked lighter, I smiled quietly. But while she thought she was free, I was planning the ultimate revelation. Something she wouldn't see coming. I knew her patterns. Favorite coffee shop at 8 a.m., jogging route at the park, and the little bookstore where she always browsed on weekends. I hired a discreet photographer to capture her routine, not to spy for gossip, but to craft a narrative she'd never anticipate. Weeks passed. Sophie was enjoying her freedom, reconnecting with friends, spending late nights out, and occasionally checking her phone to see if I had reached out. I didn't. Not once. Then came the night I chose to end the game. I invited her for coffee, the place she visited every Saturday, without her knowing I'd set up something extraordinary. When she arrived, she saw a table reserved, flowers placed elegantly, and a small gift box with a note. For all the space you wanted and the truth you forgot. Confused, she opened it. Inside was a USB drive. She frowned. What's this? Just something I thought you should see, I said calmly. On the screen were photos and videos of her moments of freedom, walking, laughing, even meeting friends. Everything looked normal, harmless. But then, subtle hints were added. A private note she had left in her apartment about missing something stable. A video of her saying she wished she had someone who remembered the little things. It hit her slowly. She realized the space she had demanded wasn't empty. It was filled with reminders of what she had dismissed, the care, the devotion, the love she had ignored. Her eyes widened, panic mingling with regret. You were watching me? She whispered, voice trembling. I shook my head. No, I gave you space. All the space you asked for. And in that space, you remembered everything you forgot about us. Tears filled her eyes as she realized the truth. I had never abandoned her emotionally. I had never stopped caring. I had only waited for her to confront the void she had created. She tried to speak, to apologize, to beg, but I didn't answer. I let the moment stretch, heavy and undeniable. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't shouting or breaking things. It's silence and reflection. From that day on, Sophie never asked for space again. She had all the space she wanted. And in return, she finally understood the depth of what she had risked losing. And that's the story of giving someone the space they demand, and letting them realize it's exactly what they needed to see themselves.